All right, hello everybody, welcome back to the stream. We'll do some fun stuff in this stream, I think, but we'll see. Just trying to build out the enemy card library and get some more enemy variety. Also got to work on some more balancing and stuff, but yeah, I think it mostly will be, maybe we can do an art stream for the most part. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But before I get into it, I want to remind everybody that Gunforged is available for purchase. It's a 2D goofy fantasy roguelite shooter. So if you like those kinds of games and you want to support my work, this is a great way to do it. And of course, I also have my new Udemy course, Create a Complete Online Co-op Multiplayer Game in Godot 4. That will teach you all of the basics, all the essentials of how to create multiplayer games in Godot. You'll learn remote procedure calls, server authoritative architecture, and the other high-level multiplayer networking nodes like multiplayer spawner and multiplayer synchronizer. And this is all wrapped up in like a complete game formula. So we do all the other stuff like animations and UI creation and theming and all of that good stuff. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, check out the link in the description below. I also have other courses available for purchase, so you can check those out if you're interested as well. And once again, this all supports me, so it's very much appreciated. Hello, iCodeStuff. My favorite YouTube megastar has awoken. Yes, indeed. Your favorite YouTube megastar is here, everybody. Don't worry. That's funny. Good afternoon to you as well, Ninja Link. Welcome, welcome. So in the stream this morning, we made a scarecrow, which looks like this. And I've been implementing his abilities here, and I actually came up with a new ability, which is the copy ability. So the copy ability, if we take a look at it, it's almost done. I have to fix some things with it, but this ability copy here, basically what this does is this is going to copy any ability of any adjacent cards. So I might make it I might change how the query works for the scarecrow, because adjacent would be a little bit strong, I think. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I want to do more complex query behavior, but the problem is I need to be able to communicate that to the player in some way. But anyway, so yeah, the basic way that the ability copy works is it just adopts all of the abilities that are affected by those query parameters. In this case, it's adjacent, but it's limited to 1. So I guess that's the thing, is I limited it. So the way that I made this card scale, so as the tiers go up, is that it copies an additional card's ability for every tier after the first. So tier 1, you can see that this has a copied here. Copied, deal 8 damage. So that's getting that from the skeleton. You can see the highlight there. But if the tier goes up, I can actually increase the tier here, I think, in my run manager. Where is it? Here. Ox.increment tier. It's not an ox, it's a scarecrow, but whatever, it's fine. So we'll go ahead and build and then run. Go here. So this is not going to work until now it works. Okay. So now you can see that it's copied, deal 8 damage, copy, deal 5 damage, damage increases by 3. So it's copying abilities from both the skeleton and the scarab. So yeah, I think it's looking good. I just need to fix how the logic of the ability copying works, because I took a weird approach that is not working that well. So I think that's the last thing to do. So there's these update positional state and clear positional state. I don't know. Let me think. I think I want to get rid of these things. You know what I might do? Let me think. What do I do? What do I do? So I was doing like, I called it a positional state because it's dependent on its position in the board. And then anytime the position changes, it would trigger this update positional state, but that's not working. No, 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 we're not doing this. Freaking cat. I just paid a bunch of attention to you. I just played with you. I just played with you. It didn't work, apparently. Okay. Are you using any AI to help you code? Yes, I am. I've been using Cursor with Godot, and it's helping me prototype and try ideas much faster. I am using it, yeah. I like having conversations with the AI. How do robots eat pizza? 1 bite at a time. Please laugh. Ha. That's funny. Fire Kitty, yes. Dude, do I ever take a break? I mean, I just went to, among other places, I just went to Micro Center today. So, yeah, I took a break for a couple hours. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Fernando. Hello, Emerson. Welcome back. Always good to see you. Okay. Here's the cat. Okay, I know. So, update position. So I want to move this probably out of this. Let's get rid of this. Let me think. Get all composed abilities. That's used in the card inspector. I see. Get all composed abilities. Base composed ability, eye composite ability. How am I gonna do this? That's a composite ability. Where is this called? Collect abilities recursively. How am I gonna do this? So what I'll do is inside of my get all composed abilities here. So this copied abilities, we're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna get rid of copied abilities. And in here, what we're gonna do is we'll put that loop there. So this is not correct. Context helper dot create execution context for card. This. So really the problem is that this needs to change. Get flat. Do I want to do get flattened abilities here? I don't know. What do I want to do? Ability copy. This is a base composed ability, which is a composite ability. I don't know what to do with this. I don't think I want to do all flattened abilities here. Maybe what I'll do is... See, the problem with this ability copy, so this copy ability here, is I need to, in order to know which abilities it's going to copy, I need to have an execution context, because the execution context contains the data, among other things, about where the card is in the board. And so that's why the querying system requires an execution context. So in order to know which abilities I'm copying, I need an execution context. However, everywhere where I'm gathering up all of the abilities to display them or work with them, it doesn't work with an execution context. Interesting. Collect abilities. Ow, ow, ow. Cat stabbed me. Collect abilities recursively. Is this any different? Hold on a second. Why am I not just doing this? I hope that doesn't break anything. That's going to simplify things dramatically. Get all composed abilities. So now I can just worry about it here. Oh, I don't know. Just got off work. Perfect stream timing. Excellent. Hello, G. Whittington. First time on stream. You probably get this question a lot, but any particular reason for C#? Yeah, that is. I do get that question a lot. It's just a preference. That's it. Any tricks for using C#? No tricks, no. I think it's pretty straightforward. I think the Godot documentation is pretty clear on how to use C#, and you know, using the Godot API outside of like minor things. Like the tricky thing is finding out where all the global scope things go, because there's a global scope in GDScript that contains things like the random functions and certain clamping functions and everything. So figuring out where those ended up going in the C# API can be a little bit tricky, but beyond that, it's all good. Hello, Carnica. What's up? Bought your puzzle course and it's been awesome. Have some months of experience, but the way that you show things are very clear, worth every penny. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Is it time for Game Dev Stand-Up Part 2? Yes. We're going to go around in a circle. Everyone give a brief update of what you did yesterday and what you're planning to do today. Cat stabbings will continue until treats are consumed. Yeah, seriously. Do you have to do this when I'm streaming? You don't like not being the center of attention, huh? Goodness gracious. Okay, where are you going? Where are you going? Don't stab me again, please. Just to catch up, are we doing Scarecrow now? Yeah, I'm finishing up the Scarecrow ability. Hello, Schlurgy. Welcome back. Aren't global scope just autoloads? No, the global scope functions that I'm referring to are these. At global scope. There's a bunch of stuff in GDScript that is globally scoped. There are singletons in the global scope, but there's also all of these functions here. So all these functions, these are global scope, meaning that you can just call these in any script and they just work. So figuring out where all of this went to in C# is a little bit tricky, but usually it's going to exist in either mathf or I don't remember where the other places are. I think some of them exist as static methods on object. So anyway, spent 30 minutes trying to figure out why my card selection wasn't working. I set the mouse filter stop. Oof. Oof. You can't just use the .NET Math class for rand. No, you definitely can. Yeah, you definitely can. I just prefer to use the Godot implementation of the random number generator. I'm just keeping everything consistent and just using the Godot API for everything, unless I have a good reason not to. Yeah. Are you gonna go lay down now? Can we lay down? Can we take a nap? Let's try it. Let's go try a nap. I swear that cat sleeps the least of any cat I've ever met. Like, he's just always awake. I don't even know when he sleeps. When do you sleep? Anyway, So in here, yeah, I don't know about this. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Collect abilities recursively. Why am I doing that? Oh, goodness. What is going on in here? Get all composed abilities. Oh, I see. You know what I could do? Wow, I don't know. This is a tough one. This is a toughin'. I don't know what I want to do here. I think what I might do is do this. Let's move this. I position updatable. We're gonna move this to... Oh, that's a deer. Oh, that's a buck. Wow. Wow, that guy's got quite a rack. There's 3 of them, $3. Oh my gosh. Wow, okay. Anyway, move to that to composed, I position updatable. We'll rename this to I contextual composed ability provider. I enumerable base composed ability. Get contextual composed abilities. Then in my ability copy here, I contextual composed ability provider. Let's implement this. get contextual composed abilities, we're going to return copy ability dot this is no longer valid. Let's do IEnumerable base composed ability. Get contextual composed abilities. List. Oops, var list. There we go. So this is going to become abilities.add ability, and then we can return the abilities here. Okay, then we'll forward that through here. So return copy ability, get contextual composed abilities execution context. It's a little bit iffy, but that's all right. So then in here, for each var, get all composed abilities of type contextual composed ability provider. We're going to do all composed abilities add range contextual ability provider get contextual composed abilities. Then we can get rid of this. Okay, that's a little bit iffy, but that's all right. And I still have an error in here. Oh no, I have an error here. We get rid of this now. And we get rid of this. I have no clue if that's going to work. I also made a change to my base card. Is this logically equivalent? Let's see. Collect abilities recursively. Artifact. Get base composed abilities. So get all composed abilities. I think that's the same. Composed abilities, projected abilities, copied abilities. Composed abilities, projected abilities, copied abilities. And then the artifact. I think that's fine. Well, I guess we'll have to see if that works. Let's go ahead and run it. It's 11 p.m. and I can't sleep, so glad I found your stream. Well, welcome, Nithron. Sorry you can't sleep, but hopefully this stream is nice and chill for you. When does the cat get a job? I don't know. Here's something to think about. Dino is built in Rust. I don't know what that is. Yeah, that buck had quite the rack. Quite the rack. Really living in the boonies. I'm not living in the... I'm in a suburb in Ohio. It's just like... I guess deer are just backyard critters here. Buck signings. Milwaukee Bucks. He owns the entire forest. I would love to have a lot of forested land, but oh well. That didn't work. Cool. Why didn't that work? Oh, is there an error? Oh, there's an error. Collection was modified. Enumeration operation may not execute. What? Oh, I'm changing. Oh, I see. Dino is the TypeScript native execution made by the creator of Node. Node, Dino. Oh, I see. Very nice. Interesting. Hey, okay, we got the copying working. And the benefit of this is that as I move this around, it should just work. So there's that. But if I put that there, boom. And this is tier 2, so it should be able to get 2 of them. Now, if I do 3, it should only take... Yeah. So I don't know exactly what the rule is, but this should at least be consistent here. So I think that's I mean, we're gonna have to do a more thorough test here, but I think that's working. And then in the run manager here, no, not in the run manager, in the ability copy here, copies the abilities of up to, this is gonna have to be copy ability dot get magnitude adjacent cards. All right, let's see if that works. So this is your next game after Gunforged. It is indeed, yes. I'm also living in the middle of nowhere. I'm starting to think that now that your multiplayer course is finished, you got more time on your hands. I do have more time on my hands, yes. Yes, I do. Welcome back, Adam. Great to see you as always. Copies the abilities of up to 2 adjacent cards. Wonder if I should add in here. I should maybe just add the display name in there. Copied from Skeleton Warrior, deal 8 damage. Copied from Scarab. I might do... Can I do a new line on there? That's weird. I don't know why that indentation is not working. What in the heck? Oh, it's putting a space in there. Oh, I see. Do I want to do this? Private string description delimiter. Or prefix delimiter. And then in here, I could do this. Can I? Is there like a string dot new line? No. That's fine. That should fix it. Okay, that looks much nicer. Oh, there's a $sign in there. I'm doing the TypeScript style. Anyway, or the JavaScript style. What I was implying is that there's a non-zero chance that TS could be a language in Godot. Oh, I see. Somebody did make like an ECMAScript binding that supports TypeScript, but I think that was for Godot 3. Nice. So now if I do this, that looks good to me. Let's just give it a quick run through and see what happens. Wait a minute. just generated an invalid board again. I thought I fixed that. Now, the one question is this going to inherit the tier of the abilities? That's a good question. Probably not. Oh, that's a good question. I think what I need to do is I need to do ability scale for tier, execution context.base card.tier. We'll make sure to scale the ability so that it's in accordance with everything else. So that means that if I go to the skeleton in my run manager here, skeleton warrior.increment tier. Maybe Mr. Pumpkin just wants a hug. Maybe. Okay, I think it's inheriting. Oh, wait. So the way it's working is it's copying the abilities, but then it's applying its own scaling. So if you upgrade the Scarecrow, it upgrades the abilities that it copies as well. So see how it's doing? So this Skeleton Warrior, it deals 12 damage, and this Skeleton Warrior deals 8. But when the Scarecrow copies the abilities, it's applying its own tier scaling to each of those copies, so it does 12 for both. I think that makes sense. So now let's go to the board configuration editor. Let me write something down real quick. Why do you want to redraw the skellies? I think they still look great. Well, I think I can make them better, but we'll see. If I don't like the new version, I can change them again. So let's see. Enemy board can still generate invalid config, like with cat and chicken. I need to just dive deep into why that's happening. It's not that big of a deal, but I would like to figure it out. All right, let's do it. Let's see if we get a Scarecrow here somewhere. Probably be easier if I increase the dimensions. Maybe we'll get a Scarecrow one of the— oh, there was one. I skipped past it though. Rip. No Scarecrows? What in the heck? I just realized something else about this too. Oh, there we go. Ah. I forgot I can't inspect the cards here. I'm gonna get rid of that tool mode click, I think. think it's as simple as just getting rid of that line. Get rid of this line here. Let's try it again. It's time for game dev once again. Yes, indeed. Who would win in a fight? Welcome back, Jackie Daytona. Jackie Daytona. Who would win in a fight between a scarecrow and a training dummy? It's a good question. And according to real life experience, not scarecrows. Oh, never mind. I don't know what I'm saying. Never mind. It's gonna be one of those streams, I guess. Scarecrow and a training dummy. Good question. Training dummy. I'm gonna go with training dummy. How would you recommend one handle save and load functionality, JSON resources or something third? I personally use JSON. I haven't really found a need for the kinds of games that I'm making. JSON is perfect. Why is it still deleting? What the heck, man? Okay. Yeah. Yep. Raphael, welcome. Great to see you again. I don't know about the training dummy. They don't sound like a smart choice. Yeah. Good one. Good one. I still can't click on this. What in the frink? Oh, now I can't click on any of them. What in the heck? Maybe I need the register tool card still. I honestly have no clue what this is even doing. I just want to be able to see the description when I click on a card. Is that so much to ask? Why isn't this working? Oh, goodness. What in the heck? All right. If is action released, okay. Action, click right. If is tool mode. Get cardboard owner mouse over card base card not equal to null. Show inspector mouse over card. Is it still being registered? Is tool mode? Oh, you know what? I think I know what's going on. Get rid of is tool mode. Yeah. I think that should work. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Here, let's just do this. Still no scarecrow in the entire board, so I'm gonna have to figure out why the larger cards are not being generated as often, but you can see that this is copying from chicken there. And then I need to do one other thing here. So cards like Scarecrow are not with enough frequency. We probably won't address these bugs here. I'm going to have to do a little bit more diving into what I've got going on. But it's kind of weird that the Scarecrow is only generated once on this size board and not here. There's a lot of chickens though. So I think what I might need to do is modify the entropy score. So the entropy is based on how many cards can be placed at a given node, but I think I might modify the entropy to also account for card sizes as well. And I might do an inverse. I might say that large cards are lower entropy than 1x1 cards. And that should bias it enough that it's going to try to place larger cards first, and then it will backfill the board with smaller cards. I think that's the way I want it to work, because right now I think what it's doing is I think it's probably favoring small cards because of just how the card placement works. But that's definitely, son of a beat. That's definitely something I'm going to have to play with. I'm getting more familiar with how the wave function collapse is working though, so that's good. I'm actually feeling pretty confident about fixing all these things. It is a relatively simple idea once you get the handle on it. Scarecrow. So, okay, this is working. That's all I really wanted to check. Oh, there's one other thing. This, I need to make this description utils dot pluralize. Copy ability dot get magnitude. Singular card, plural cards. Okay. All right. I think it's working. I'm pretty satisfied with that now. My bad, I didn't realize it was such a philosophical question. Oh. Wave function. Oh my gosh. Every time. Every time. Okay. Let's try some chickens. Goodbye. I got only 2 currency from that. Why did I get only 2 currency? That's a much more reasonable amount of currency there. Spider egg. Ooh, the Medusa head. Can I fit that on my board? Okay. Let's go this way. Looking good, looking good. Sweet. So lots of balancing to do still on the combat encounters. Oh man, there's a lot to do. There is a lot to do. I got a spider though. So that's interesting. This skeleton is going to be paralyzing people basically all the time. Oh wait, did it not work? It's not paralyzing the chickens. Why isn't it paralyzing the chickens? Oh, I think I know why. So when it chooses targets to paralyze, it filters out any target where the cooldown is finished. Why am I doing that? Why am I doing that? Do I need to do that? Let's try this. Just finding issues. So the problem is, yeah, if there was an enemy that had a full cooldown, or it was going to execute that turn, it was ignoring it. I don't think that's necessary, though. I don't see anything in the code that makes that necessary. I mean, it needs to be fixed anyway, because that feels very bad. But I think it's going to be a simple fix. I think all I need to do is go into my paralysis and just remove this where clause here. I think that's it. Let's try it out. Chickens OP, yeah. Hello, MKRD. Welcome back. Wait till they implement KFC, then things will get herbed and spicy. Okay. Quick noob question. Do you document these functionalities? Like, is the cooldown thing, or you just remember? I've documented all of the abilities and what they do to a certain extent, like this here. Just so I have like a little, like, one sentence description of all the abilities I have available to me. But the internals of how they work are not documented. So I may have, I mean, I had the AI write this, but I may have the AI go even further and write documentation about all the internals as well. Let's go find some chickens. There we go. So chickens and skeleton have the same turn cooldown. Yeah, that works just fine. So that's completely unnecessary. So it can paralyze enemies when their cooldown is over, or when they're at. So when they are going to execute on that turn, it can paralyze them now, and then they just execute their turn on the next turn instead. So that works great. I don't know why that was there in the first place. So it freezes the chicken for whatever it is, 5 turns or whatever, and then the chicken goes. Sweet. I mean, it's a lot to remember just by yourself. Sometimes things can get a little bit tricky. Yeah, that's true. The problem with documentation, though, is that it tends to get out of date. So as I'm changing the abilities, if I don't update the documentation, then I could get into a situation where the documentation is lying to me. Anyway, fix paralysis. Oh, I want to get rid of this too. Fix paralysis. Enemies with turn cooldown finished. All right, let's do some art. Do I want to redo some art? I kind of do. I kind of want to redo the skeleton. I feel like I'm not doing the skeleton justice. Okay. Goodbye, Skeletron. Let's see if we can do the skeleton warrior some justice. Those are going to be placeholder eyes, so don't worry about it. Should I give him little bones? Maybe I should give him proper greaves. Let me cook. Why you're back again so often? Yes, welcome back, Rin. Welcome, welcome. Hello, A the Ant. Good to see you. Do I do all the art myself? Yes, I do. I do all the art myself. Doo-doo. Ah, I said doo-doo. I know somebody's going to make that comment, so I made it for you. How's that? You should make your icon as a card. Yeah, I could do that. Let me cook. If I'm holding a sword, yeah, this arm needs to come down pretty straight, and then son of a bee. All right, let's do a new layer. Wow, this is exceedingly difficult. Okay, maybe something like that. Well, I mean, we can try this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go the other way. Might be more interesting to do it down. Might actually be able to fit the whole sword in the image if I go down. We're just doodling, we're just doodling. Okay. What in the heck? Oh, did I do that on a new layer? Oh. Okay. Okay. I think the pose is looking better. I think the head, I don't know. I don't know how to draw skeletons. It's embarrassing. What is going on? Yeah, I don't think the head makes much sense. That looks a little bit more proportional. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out too. I think the composition is looking better generally speaking though. I mean, tell me if you disagree and I'll tell you why you're wrong. Well, it's not fun to say it now. You ruined it. Yeah. Pro artist. Thank you. I'm trying to be semi-professional, I guess. Hello, Jean Ursa. Is this art for Gunforged or something else? This is for my new game. Yeah, Gunforged is done with development. Noise. Hello, Artem. Welcome back. I have no idea how to even Google this question. I have 3 cards in an HBox container. I'm animating them down and off screen, but each card jumps all the way left before the animation. Any ideas of how to fix? Well, you're going to have difficulty animating control nodes that are children of containers, because in Godot, containers automatically manage the positions of their children, so you're always going to be fighting the container when you're trying to animate something. So what I did, if I need to animate control nodes but maintain the layout, is I added an intermediary node that sits in between the HBox container and the card and has the same exact dimensions of the card. And then what you can do is you can make that intermediary a plane control node, and then you can animate the card, the child of that plane control node, however you want. And when you put the card back at position 0, it will be exactly in the position that it needs to be in for the HBox container's layout, essentially. So that's the gist of it, is you need to create an intermediary to animate the child control nodes. Otherwise, you're just going to be fighting with the containers. Good to see I'm not the only dev up late working. Well, it's only 6 p.m. here. But welcome, Clutch Monkey. Great to see you. Welcome to the stream. It does not have to be fully visible. It can have no legs, for example. Yeah, I think so. I liked him better with the gigantic, unreasonably large head. Press F to doubt. Annoying but makes sense. Appreciate it. Yeah, for sure. I actually went through the trouble of creating this pass-through control, which there's a lot going on here. I'll scroll through it in case you want to try to adapt it. So I'm scrolling through the pass-through control. You can go back in the VOD and pause or screenshot or whatever. But basically what this pass-through control does is because it's extending container, base container, it doesn't actually change the positions of any of its children. It just extends container, but doesn't apply any positional changes. What happens then is that the direct children of the pass-through control get the size flag options that you typically get in a container. So what this pass-through control does is it essentially just adopts all of the layout configuration of its first child, and then that makes it so that the pass-through control can be used as a sort of placeholder for the layout flow, right? So if I have a child of the pass-through control that is like fill and expand, the pass-through control will become fill and expand, and then that pass-through control is not the thing that gets animated, the child is. So the pass-through control essentially reserves the space in the layout that the child control needs, and then the child control is free to be animated however you want, because this pass-through control doesn't do anything with its children positions. It's currently midnight in South Africa. I've discovered using VS Code for writing GDScript and I've been addicted. You're writing your game in C#, I see. Yes. Got a lot of South African viewers. Very interesting. But yeah. That is late. Midnight. But yeah, I think Godot is just fun to use generally. And yeah, it always feels good when you get your tools set up so that your workflow becomes easier. It's definitely a good feeling. Hello, Fuzzy Bear. Welcome to the stream. I came here to say thank you for the callable state machine. You're welcome. Do you like it? I think it's great. I mean, you know, if I'm allowed to say that. Sometimes I get annoyed at all the arbitrary rules that I adopted for myself. This is going to be a hard portion of the art to do, so I'm just going to do that later. Let me get this relatively filled in here. That is way too big. Looks like an alien. This looks a little bit more reasonable. It looks like he has eyebrows now. Maybe that's better. Okay, we figured it out. We figured it out. Avatar, the last bone bender. I'm still not in love with the head here, but it's okay. Might use different color for the boots down here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do red. I wish I had more of like a brown color, but I guess I can get away with doing this. That looks fine. I don't really need to worry about the colors below that, I guess, but that's fine. Maybe I should use red for this as well, or orange. The orange sword is kind of getting in the way of knowing what's going on here. I think the orange kind of looks good for like a bone color. I think it's about as good as I can do. And then we can do little... What happens if I use this for the bone up here? That doesn't look terrible, I suppose. Maybe? Can darken up a couple of the pixels here. Oh, that doesn't look bad at all. Interesting. Interesting. I should catch up on chat. I know I'm locked in. That's too messy there. Also, I'm going to need to outline this. Okay, let's catch up on chat before I go too far. Why do Java devs... Okay, all right. I think we've heard that joke like 4 times, Clutch Monkey. But thank you again for letting us all know. That's funny. Hello, Lucas. Have you ever thought about using JetBrains Writer for development? I have used JetBrains before, but I just like VS Code. I don't know. I like VS Code. Is that finger guns? Serious question though, what are you using for version control? I'm using Git. My project became too big for the free GitHub, and I haven't pushed my work in a while. Currently sitting on 1.3 gigabytes for the project. Oh, do you need Git large file storage? Well, I'm off to bed. I know it's 8 in the morning here in Australia, but I do most of my work with overseas companies at night. Prefer sleeping in the day anyway. All right. Thank you, Rin, for joining, and always good to see you. Yeah, I think... I don't know. I mean, I pay for GitHub, so... Thank you, Darren. Yeah, I think the eyes are looking... The bone color for the legs worked really well. I think it's working good, yeah. What was the decision behind limiting the color palette of the game to just 8 colors and why? Just more curiosity. So I just like the color palette, number one, and I also wanted to, because it is a challenge to use a limited color palette, so I thought it would be fun to just take a really visually striking limited color palette and just push it as hard as I can, mostly for my own personal growth, because I'm still learning pixel art to a large extent, and so, you know, adopting a very heavy constraint like limiting the amount of colors you have available to you is definitely a great way to accelerate your learning, in my opinion. So that's why I am going with it. But also the color palette just looks great, you know? Now the sword is not going to look that good, I don't think. Oh, you know what I could do is I could add like an etch or two in the sword. Make it look beat up. And then I probably need some kind of handle here. I don't know why, but I thought it would be cool to give him a hot, like, oh, a hat. Oh my gosh, I can't read today. Like a Viking hat. That could work, yeah. I agree the color choice looks really good. How did you come up with it? I got it from Low Spec. It's a pre-made color palette. So I can't take credit for the color palette, unfortunately, but I think it looks good. Son of a biscuit. I might just have to go down to just that, and maybe... Do I want to do this? It's gonna look too short now. Yeah, that doesn't look great. This is going to be relatively challenging, I think. The other thing I might want to do is just increase the shadow on these parts. Yep. I'm probably doing this in the wrong layer. Also increase the shadow here. I think one of the problems is that this hand doesn't look much like a hand. How am I going to address that? I don't know. Need to drop off to bed. Work well. We'll join if I see you online again. All right. Thanks for joining. Great to see you. And yeah, hope to see you in the next one. Deserve the credit for choosing it. I think it's already a much better Stripite version. Thank you. I just got to get this hand working. I just got to get this hand working, and then I got to figure out what to do about the back hand. I guess maybe I don't need another... Yeah, it's going to be really hard to get that to look good, although that looks fine. I'm on the wrong layer once again. Wrong layer is the bane of my existence. Great. I suppose that's fine. The problem is I can't really do anything with an arm here. Hello, Marcos. Did I see the itch.io situation? I did briefly, but I don't know anything about it. Sorry, 1 second. I gotta get this. How am I gonna make this hand look better? I think maybe what I need to do... Let's just chunk that out for a second. Let me draw with a different color. Wait, if I'm holding it with my right hand, my thumb is going to come around, whoops, this way. But this needs to be like moved up more. I don't know how to make this work. Okay. Let's try again. Nope. That might work. Man, I don't know. The hand looks weird. Let's try something else. Let's do this. That doesn't look right either. Why is this so hard? Ah! Nope, it's not working. Make just the shoulder, I think it's fine. Okay, yeah, I think the shoulder's fine. Is the, yes, that's right, Artem. The two farthest right bottom skin pixels should be sword. The two farthest bottom right skin pixels. I'm sorry, Mew, I'm not going to be able to follow text directions about where to place things, but I appreciate the help. It's just with the delay, with my mouse moving all over the place and me constantly changing pixels, it's just not going to work. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. What did I just do? Change the color of the pixel I'm pointing at to my monitor. I'll hold it. You got this. Thank you, Mew. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I think I'm gonna get it. I don't know. What does this look like? No, that's not gonna look good. Oh, does that work? Wait just a darn second. That pixel over there. I do appreciate the help. I do. I think it's almost there. Ah, I think the sword is just terrible. Should I make the sword skinnier? I think it was fine the way it was before. Like this. I don't know if you're trying to link something. I don't know if you're memeing or if you're trying to link something, but the links get scrubbed from the YouTube chat. Just as an FYI. Man, this is horse dung. Here, what if I go nuclear? No, it's probably good the way it is. Ah, fudge. Okay. We are going to go nuclear. We are going to do a much more elegant sword. And we are going to see how this looks. Okay, and then we'll just yeet that. Okay, how's that? I think I just needed to redraw the sword. Now the only issue really is that I lost the detail of the leg here, but I think that's okay. I'm on the wrong layer again. Oh, no, I'm not. I was a little bit. Okay. How is that? Acceptable? I don't want to go overboard, but looking amazing compared with the old one. Side by side with old. Yeah, let's see if I can do a side by side. How am I going to do that? let's do this. There's the side-by-side. Wow. Better? Is it better? I think it's better. I don't know. I don't want to mess with this too much, but this head is a little bit too I don't know, maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. The second one looks like the child of the first one. Yeah, if the child was born with some severe problems, maybe. Definitely much better. Yeah, thank you. So that's, I mean, this is one of the first cards that I drew for this game. So this is, I mean, look at this. This is how much improvement I've made in 4 months. So this probably was made within the first couple of weeks of the development back when I started in March. And then this is the one that we just did here. You got me. First is scary, second needs help, yeah. I love how you guys have the green light now to roast my older art. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. There's a reason why I redrew it. It's because I don't like this either. So I want to give this treatment to the villager too. The villager looks kind of wonky. But yeah, that definitely looks much better, for sure. Here's a question. Do I want to clear... Oops. Do I want to clear this one? I guess I don't need to. Take the old image and make it a gallery inside the game. That would be actually really interesting. Like put a mini development like journal inside of the credits of the game. Copying or pass-through container worked. Just need to figure out the offset stuff since it's rotating around the top left corner. Oh, I see. Yeah, you want to use the pivot offset. So if you want it to rotate around the center, yeah, the pivot offset just needs to be set to the center of the card. Yeah, you're welcome, Schlurgy. Look better. Yeah, save it. All right. Well, I'm going to take a quick 3-minute break, and when I come back, maybe we'll do some more art. We'll see what that looks like in-game, and then we'll do some more art. But... actually, there's one thing that's kind of bothering me here. There's this one bright pixel. I wonder if I need... Yeah, I might just bring that down a little bit. Am I in the right layer? I am, okay. Bring this down a little bit. And then we can delete that one. Okay. Anyway, I'll take a quick 3-minute break, and when I come back, we will figure out something else to do. I don't know. Don't ask me. Why are you asking me what we're gonna do? Okay, BRB. All right, I'm back. Let's do some more game dev. Wow. I'm glad I... Oh, shoot. I actually forgot to grab my water. Dang it. Be right back. Okay, now we can do some work. Okay, so I need to undo all this. Just make sure this canvas size is still good. 18 by 36, yep. And then we can... It's fine. Skeleton Warrior. That should just update it immediately, and we can see what it looks like. In game. Nice. Much better. Much better. Sweet. Okay. Update, whoops. Update skeleton warrior art. All right. Well, I have some wave function collapse issues that I could work on. I could do some more art as well. Enemy board can still generate invalid config, like with cat and chicken. I don't really feel like debugging the wave function collapse stuff, the board generation algorithm. So we could do another card, perhaps, or we could update an old card again. What should we do? What should we do? Could work on the balancing as well, the balancing of the game, which still needs to be done because, yeah, I'm not done with like the little difficulty algorithm, I guess you could say. All right, all right. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. Let's just give this a playthrough, I guess, and see how it feels. I mean, I definitely think that the difficulty stuff is not right, so maybe we'll do that. Let's tweak some more difficulty stuff. Because I think that's a big thing. I gotta get that working. So I think I have logs about that I can look at. Huh? Generate combat configuration. Okay. So if I look at my game.log, total difficulty is 0. Oh, I see. I see. So because the total difficulty is 0, every board that gets generated ends up being automatically more difficult than the base difficulty, and so it's not upgrading any cards. So I think what could happen here is Yeah, I really need a better way of determining difficulty. I like you just come up with a reason to avoid something harder, just play your own game over and over again. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to do, and I just spent, I don't know however long that was. I just spent 45 minutes doing art, so I don't really feel like getting into another piece of art. That's one of the reasons I like game dev, is that there are so many different things to do that even if you get sick of doing one thing, you can just bounce to something else, right? So like, I don't want to do art right now. So, oh, well, there's plenty of programming work to do, right? And even playtesting is work even in and of itself. If you just play the game and you take a bunch of notes about what's wrong, that's work as well. So there's all kinds of things that you can do. It keeps it very interesting and varied, which I like. Went back in the VOD to review something and realized it took 45 minutes to get my reroll animation working. Was worth it though. Yeah, it do be like that sometimes. It do be like that. All right, I'm gonna try something different with this base difficulty. Maybe we can chat with the AI. Let's chat with the AI. We'll chat with our old buddy GPT-4o. We'll chat with our old buddy GPT-4o. Hi, Chat GPT. It's wonderful to chat with you. Okay. My game is a grid inventory management auto battler roguelike, which needs to have combat encounters that increase in difficulty at a reasonable pace. The combat configuration is where these combat encounters are generated. A couple of factors go in to determining the difficulty of the board as the player experiences it. Firstly, boards that are larger and have more enemy cards are naturally going to be more difficult. Secondly, enemy boards can have cards that are individually upgraded such that they are harder, generally speaking. I need help brainstorming some algorithmic implementations of difficulty scaling that gives me enough control without being too complex. It should be easy to reason about, extend, and modify without being unnecessarily complex. Help me out, friend. All right, let's see what the AI has to say. It completely ignored the fact that I was being polite to it. Oh no, I'm on the hit list, aren't I? I said, hi, ChatGPT, wonderful to chat with you. Help me out, friend. And it just goes straight into a cold, psychopathic response. Uh-oh. Sorry, can't chat with my buddy until Sunday, unfortunately. You can't chat with your buddy. Oh, do you have a... Wait. I don't get the... Do you have an actual friend that you are going to talk about things with? Or is your access to ChatGPT not available until Sunday? Okay. The free plan of AI on VS Code is limited. Oh, I got you. Okay. Yeah, I mean, GitHub Copilot is only $10 US a month, which I realize can be a lot of money depending on what your situation is. But With that $10 a month, I swear I'm not being paid by Microsoft. With that $10 a month, you actually get unlimited access to GPT 4.1 and GPT 4.0, and you get a pretty generous amount of usage of the premium models like Claude Sonnet 4. Unfortunately, I'm at like 82% of my premium requests used, but I wasted a lot of those earlier on in the month just trying things out. But you can also add more premium requests, so you can like pay as you go for more premium requests. Anyway, I vibe coded too hard, I guess. Yeah, you were vibing hard, that's for sure. Vibing so hard. Anyway, let's take a look at what this AI is actually saying. Here are some ideas for implementing difficulty scaling. These approaches aim to balance simplicity, flexibility, extensibility. Linear scaling with weighted factors. Use a linear formula to calculate difficulty based on weighted factors like board size, card upgrades, and distance from the starting node. May feel predictable if not combined with randomness. Easy to reason about. Okay. Exponential scaling. Scale the difficulty exponentially as the player progresses further into the game. Dynamic board size and upgrade scaling. The board size... Oh, tie board size and card upgrades directly to difficulty. Larger boards for higher difficulty, more frequent upgrades for higher difficulty. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing all those things. Define discrete difficulty tiers with specific rules for board size, upgrades, and health. Randomize scaling with bounds. Introduce randomness within bounds to make encounters less predictable. Combine this with a base difficulty to ensure scaling remains reasonable. Player progression-based scaling. Hybrid approach. So I'm already using linear scaling, but I'm having a hard time coming up with reasonable numbers. What are some strategies I can use to remedy this? It's really just going to say playtest. Define a difficulty curve that specifies how difficulty should progress over time. Use a simple function, linear, quadratic, or a lookup table to map progression to difficulty. Dynamic scaling based on player performance. Parameter sensitivity analysis. Test extreme values. Okay. So basically what the AI is saying, get good and like play test and tweak the numbers until it feels good. Son of a bee, that's not the answer I was hoping for. All right, I guess we're just gonna play around with numbers. Maybe it would be more reasonable to define more discrete. I think the tier idea is kind of good, because the problem is I'm just making a lot of it just based off this single number, but maybe I should have something more akin to like tiers, I guess. Could you automate the gameplay and log results and look at graphs? I definitely could. It would be a little bit of work to set up, but I could definitely do that. But that would be a project for another day, for sure. What do I do? Here's what I'll do. So let's do a base difficulty of 10. Private static int calculate distance based difficulty. Okay, var distance. If distance is less than 3, then we're going to return negative distance. Otherwise, we're going to return distance less than equal to 2, distance minus 2. So I'm changing the way I'm thinking about this. So I'm setting the base difficulty to 10. So the way I'm calculating difficulty for a board is like the board area ends up being a part of the difficulty, and then how many cells are occupied ends up being a difficulty, although those seem like redundant. I wonder if I should just use the board area as the difficulty. Maybe I should do that. Use the board area as the base difficulty. Maybe I'll just do that. So I don't need to do those two different things. Okay, I've got a couple of things to try here. So let's do this. Distance-based difficulty modifier. So total difficulty plus distance-based. So basically what I'm doing here is that we're going to reduce the difficulty if it's within 2 hops of the start node. So it's going to start off, basically what I'm trying to do is start off the difficulty somewhere like in the medium difficulty range for that level. And then the closer nodes are going to have the difficulty reduced down a little bit, and the farther nodes are going to have it reduced up a little bit. Now what I could also do is add some randomness in here, but we're not going to do that just yet. So we're going to do calculate distance-based difficulty run map node. Okay, so now we've got this total difficulty. The board difficulty, here let's see, board.generate board size. Get board difficulty. Oh, I'm not doing that, okay. So I think that's also fine. Okay, so now when we calculate the currency, this total difficulty, it's going to divide that by 2. Min currency, max currency, currency factor 2. We'll play with the currency a little bit later. Okay, is the difficulty ramped up by your progress or the overall level? It's just based on the level. I don't want to make it based on player progress, because the problem with doing it that way is that if the player gets a really powerful run and they construct some really powerful cards and then the enemies adjust to that, you're not going to feel very powerful, right? So at least that's my hunch. I guess I won't rule out basing the difficulty on the player progression, but I kind of want to just make it like, you know, there's a pretty linear difficulty scale, or maybe potentially exponential difficulty scale, that's pretty consistent in terms of how it feels. And then the only variable in terms of how easy or hard it is going to be how well you construct your board, basically. The problem, though, is that I do need to generate boards that are hard enough that you can lose at them, right? So I can't make it just a cakewalk, but I also can't make it too difficult. It has to be in like right in that gold zone where it's like there's meaningful choices about what the player can do. That's going to be the hard part, I think. But let's just see how that much feels, I guess. Multiple levels, right? So maybe cap the tier of cards you can have based on like the level +1 or 2 or whatever. Yeah, I could do that. Hello, Kelso. Welcome back. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so that for some reason has 560 health. Holy macaronis. So it's calculating the board size. So if I'm kind of basing it around 10s. If I'm basing the difficulty around 10, so the idea is that the median difficulty of level 1 is going to be around 10, just reduced to that number. And then the median difficulty of level 2 will be 20, median difficulty of level 3 will be 30. So this total difficulty, let's do this. Calculate board size. Let's do min board size. We have our max variance here. Let's do total difficulty divided by 2. But what we can also do is we can do this. We can do... No, total difficulty divided by 10. Total difficulty plus RNG.randi range. We'll add 0 to 5. That should be an int. I don't know why this is here. That's not a thing. Get enemy board health. Let's just do divide by 10f. So that becomes a float. Let's see how that feels. You almost done in your game mechanics, Firebelly? I mean, yeah, basically, I think all the mechanics are there. It's just a matter of polishing it up, making it feel good, adding sound effects. Oh my gosh, the music that my friend is making is sounding so unbelievably good. Okay, so that generated a Mutton 4 for some reason. So there's still a little bit of wonkiness happening, but let's take a look. Healed 25? Are you serious? There is no way I'm going to be able to beat this board. Oops. I just remembered I did something to the skeleton. Oops. The skeleton's not supposed to have paralysis. And also, yeah, the board is still scaling way too hard. So let me take a look at the log here and see what happened. Okay, max board variance for difficulty 10. So total get difficulty 10. It's generating the cards. Current board difficulty 7, 8. So it upgraded a card a bunch. Why did it do that? Why did it upgrade a card a bunch? I was not expecting that to happen. Combat configuration. While board configuration model get board difficulty is less than total difficulty. So the total difficulty was what? 10. Okay. Let's take a look at that. Do you rely on friends mostly, or have you contracted people for assets before? This is the first time I'm having a friend. Well, not the first time. I have had friends make music before, but they're also contracted. So my friend that's making the music right now is kind of like new to making music. So he's not like a professional or anything, but it's a hobby of his. And so I told him, hey, if I end up using the track, I'll pay you. So it's kind of contracted. But I had another friend a couple of years ago that made the music for Sword Slinger, and he's basically a professional musician. So I paid him for that track. But for Gunforged, I hired somebody, just a contractor, to do it. Okay, so that's really upgraded there, even though that's just a single jump. So let's take a look at that. That's Arming Sword, Stein, and Chicken. Let's see. Arming Sword, Stein, and is Chicken here? Yeah, so this is the board that was generated here. Distance 1 is less than or equal to cutoff 2, returning negative difficulty. Total difficulty 9. Max board variance 0 for difficulty 9. Selected tile with entropy. Okay, that's the generation. Current board difficulty 5. Why is the current board difficulty 5? Oh, I guess because it's only counting the area? No. That can't be right. That can't be right. How did you find them? Specific site or Fiverr? Actually, the one contractor I worked with, he sent me a cold email to my admin at firebelly.com and with a link to his portfolio, and I checked it out. I liked what he did, so I just hired him that way. I have used I'm not really that impressed with Fiverr, and I'm very skeptical of Fiverr nowadays because I think a lot of people are just churning out AI produced assets and selling them as like their work. So, yeah, I try to work with just like individual contractors that I just find online. I think Reddit, the Game Dev Classified subreddit, is a great place to find people as well. Anyway, if you don't mind me asking, how much does one track cost on average, like Gunforged ones? I think I paid for, I think it was a 2-minute track. I think it was like $180 or $150, something like that. Get board difficulty, board dimensions.x. Oh, I see. Maybe instead of... Instead of doing the board dimensions, maybe what I'll do is I'll do public int get card area, get total card area, return card positions dot values dot sum card dot area. And maybe I'll try this. I'm going to add another log in here. Logger.debug. Generated board card area. Okay, let's see how that goes. I caught an afternoon stream. Hello, Cody Robinson. Welcome. Always great to have you here. I agree you shouldn't factor in player progress. Diablo 4 does, and I hate that leveling up feels like I've lost power instead of gained any. It actually feels like punishing up leveled too fast. Yeah, and it's kind of counterintuitive to a roguelike, right? Because if the entire draw of a roguelike is that you want to keep playing until you get that broken run, if you're adjusting if you're adjusting the scaling in terms of player progression, then it's never going to feel that way. You know, I think part of the fun of roguelikes is you just go on those absolute bonkers broken runs. That might be the entire fun of roguelikes, actually. So there's still some weird generation happening here. Still some weird generation happening. Let's take a look at the log again. I think it's worth it. Yeah, the music, yeah, for sure it's worth it. Let's just take a gander at this. Max board variance for difficulty 10. Hold on, I need to run this again. Yeah, this one is way too difficult. So chicken, mutton, mutton, mutton. Oh my gosh. Talk about not being able to not being able to fight that. Okay. Here we go. This one. Total difficulty is 9. Max board variance 0 for difficulty 9. Placing card mutton at position. Okay, so generated card area is 4. I guess that sounds right. The current board difficulty 5. Upgrading card. I guess the board area calculation is not right. Wonder what happens if I just straight up multiply this by 2. I like to play tiny rogues and sometimes just building up a super random madness run and just wondering how I got so far with it. Yeah. I remember early in the beginning of this game you made pre-configured boards and at some point went back to random. Yeah, I implemented just within the past week, really 4 days or so, I implemented a wave function collapse algorithm, which, yeah, I think works a lot better. So that's a reasonable board. This one is a little bit unreasonable. So what I might also do is this. I might just do this. The faraway boards are not having their difficulties modified enough. That's way too difficult. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. This seems like playing a game of whack-a-mole. I don't know how in the world I'm gonna wrangle this to make a sensible difficulty curve. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Hello, Snupbill. Welcome back. Always good to see you. Yummers. Yummers indeed. Well, tell you what, I'm going to have to revisit this balancing again. I just don't have any good ideas. I don't feel like this approach is working. So I need to just I think I need to just build a bunch of tooling to help me quickly iterate on all the boards. Because I can tell at a glance whether a board is going to be very difficult to fight or not, because I know what the cards do. So what I might do is just write a tool that can, you know, simulate 1,000 map generations or whatever. And then I can pull data out of that about like how that's looking. And then I can just rapidly tweak numbers and get that to work. So this is not a very efficient way of getting those difficulty scalings working. Okay, attempt to work on difficulty scaling again. Spots more than one jump don't show a preview of fight, then they generate off a win power combo, so that way if you fall behind you can recover. I mean, that's an interesting idea. The problem is that I want to support seeded runs, which means that if you share the seed with another person, they should get the same exact run, the same exact map basically. And I wouldn't be able to do that if I was dynamically changing the encounters based on the player progression. Also, I'm not sure if that would work with because a big part of this game right now is planning your route. And so if you don't know how difficult a combat encounter is going to be, and you plan your route to go through that combat encounter and then it ends up being really difficult, that could feel bad too. So I get what you're saying, and like I said, I'm not saying no, I won't do something like that. I'm gonna do whatever I think is necessary to make the game feel good, but that's why I'm not going that direction right now. But tell you what, maybe I'll do another piece of art. I can update the villager. So maybe we'll update the villager and then we'll call it a night after that. So give me another quick break. I'll be right back. And then we will redo the villager art. Hello. Welcome back to me. Max Solus. Bruh, I just got here. We got some more work left in me. I got some more work left in me, I guess. Let's go ahead and update the villager. I'll just set up the side by side right now so we can see it. So there's the old villager. So let's get this figured out. Thank you, Emerson. Thank you, thank you. New group, old. Okay, let's get the new villager in place here. I kind of want to start with, I do want to keep the hat. So we'll start with that. I'm just going to get the shapes in place here. I like the general vibe of the villager here. I just need to figure out. I don't want to make him look too cute with his nose. Okay. So he's holding a pitchfork. I think that's understandable. Let's get a pitchfork in here. Okay. Now let's do some, let's see. What does a peasant wear? Like overalls? I think that's what I was trying to go for there. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's move this over. Move that over, create some more room over here. All right. I do like the little belt that he has. Probably have to be closer up here. Okay. He's already looking much dorkier, which is great. Okay. I think, let me see. I don't think there's enough. It's too straight line. You know what I mean? I think it would be better if I did something like this. Get the pitchfork there. And then have him like gripping the pitchfork. See, what I would like to do is put the pitchfork like this and have him grip with both hands, but then the problem is it goes off the edges of the screen. Now what I might be able to do though, is I might be able to just take this. I could shift him off of the edge a little bit and put this here. And then that might enable more of like an action pose as well. So we could try something like that maybe. So if I take this now, what I can do is I can take the leg. I mean, does that look okay? Not the Irishman. I liked the Irishman. Farmer O'Brien. I think the villager's better than the older skeleton. This villager? Yeah, probably. So you're building your game, so you already know your whole mechanics in it. I wouldn't say I know everything that's going to go into the game. I have a good idea of the stuff that's going into the game, but... yeah, there's still a lot of stuff that I haven't added that I want to add, so I'm not exactly sure what shape that's going to take necessarily. I don't know about this. Because then I'm going to need to add... The hands are probably too big, but that's all right. Nope, I don't think that's working. back it all the way up. What else can we do with this? Let me think. Well, let's keep backing it up. Here's an idea. I mean, maybe with just a little bit of art help, it'll be fine. I should give him some kind of action pose, though. Let's give him some kind of action pose, at least. With his little chicken legs. Oh my gosh, there's not enough room for legs! Maybe I don't need them. I'm almost wondering if I don't even need to do that much in terms of the composition being different. Well, that makes it look like he's got little whimsical shoes. I kind of like that, actually. It's got little skinny shoes. Okay. I'm gonna work on the pitchfork a bit here. Get this all in place. Okay. There we go. The only thing wrong with the first one is the bowler hat. Oh, okay. Alrighty, I've got to drop the kids off at the pool. Literally not a euphemism for once. Okay, awesome. Thank you for joining, Adam. You should make Peter Pan here fight Farmer O'Brien. See you, Stace. Okay. Yeah, always great to have you here. Thanks for joining. And yeah, hope to see you tomorrow. Fix this outlining. I had the wrong outline settings in place. Actually, I'll just do this. Okay, that's a little bit more reasonable. All right, so it's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Oops, I'm on the wrong layer. Classic. Okay. Here. Maybe that's fine. I guess he is going to be a redhead. Okay. Oh, you know what I could do? I think that looks kind of like a mustache. Might move this back a little bit. Oh man, this is difficult. I don't know. I don't know how to make his face not look dumb. Okay. What if I restructure some things here? Nope. Okay. He could just be an invisible man. We'll just make him an invisible man, I think. That'll work. Whew. Faces are still my weak point. It's okay. It's alright. You got this. Thank you, Emerson. I think it's almost there. I almost want to move the head forward again. Feels like his hat is too big now. But maybe that's okay. But maybe it's also not okay. I think one of the things that's missing too is he needs like the other shoulder over here. Yeah, I think maybe what's weird is that this section here probably just needs to come over a little bit. I think so. That means that this needs to shrink down as well. Or does that need to shrink down, or can it come over? Let's see. I think that's probably okay. No. Wow, this is difficult. The village art is going to be the hardest art that I've done. No, it's not. We are golden pony boy. feel like the hand needs to be like right here. I don't know. Yeah, that should work. I think he's looking, I like his little mustache, thank you. I think he's looking okay. I just need to figure this out. I think he's looking okay. Maybe if I just add some more shading where it's lacking. The face just looks so, I don't know, flat, I guess. Maybe if I added some red here for the hair. That actually looks fine. Have you seen those ear clacks ball videos? I have not. What is that? Yeah, explain that to me. That sounds interesting, to say the least. Actually, I kind of like that shading there. I know, I'll use this color. Perfect. No. Well, I mean, how are we feeling about that? Is that good or bad? I mean, I think it's an improvement. You know what I might do? This might not look great, but what am I trying to do? What am I trying to do? Here. I'm going to add a little bit of extra shadow around this. And up here as well. I can tell he's a farmer more easily than the older version. I like it. Okay. Yeah, I think it's an improvement for sure. Wait, are we working it? I thought it was a different villager. No, it's the same one. That's why I have the before and after up. So this is the old one, and this is the art that's going to replace it. What do you think? Yes, no? You're allowed to say you don't like the new one if you want. You're allowed to say you don't like the new one. Oh, that looks better, actually. You're allowed to say it. I know somebody out there wants to say it. I think the new one is better. I think it looks better, actually. Maybe not as good as I could make it, but it's actually a very tough piece of art to fit in this small of a space. I mean, my drawable area here is 12 by 30, so not a whole lot to do, but any opinions? Anyone? I mean, Emerson already said that you like it. All right, looks like a squid. All right. All right. Do I have to bring out the band hammer? Yeah, it's funny. No opinions? Emerson's the only one with an opinion. We've got 32 lurkers here and no one has an opinion. I will name and shame everyone. Can I actually... I don't even know if I can see the people that are lurking. Participants? I can't. Alright. I think I like the new one better, so we're going with the new one. Coding at the moment, I haven't paid attention to it. That's alright. I'm just giving you guys a hard time. I like... Okay, we got two people who like it in the chat, so I'm gonna say that's a success. I like the new one better. Thank you, Nauter. Very much appreciate that. Cooking meatballs, Big Daddy. Can barely watch. You look a little pale. Yeah, well, the options are pale or orange or diseased. Pale, diseased, or orange. I made the barkeep orange, I think. Yeah, the barkeep is orange. Sorry, getting game crashes with no error messages. Oh, a little annoying. Is that in Godot? Looks good to me. All right. Thank you, Sean. All right. If you're getting crashes, yeah, if you're using Godot, if you're getting crashes with no errors, typically that can... is the whole editor crashing or just the game? I see. So are you running it with the console, like the little command prompt window that can come up when you first run it? The other option is to run the Godot engine. Well, yeah. If you have the little console up, sometimes errors will get posted to that or sent to that command prompt window if you're on Windows, or your terminal, I guess, if you're on Linux. And it could indicate an issue. What platform are you on? You're on Windows? Let's try to see it in game. All right, let's do it. Windows 11. So yeah, the most common situation where I run into crashes that output no errors is case name mismatch. So I don't remember exactly how it works, but basically Godot is case insensitive when it's loading with directory names. So when it tries to load something from a directory that has one casing, it can use different casings for it. So it could use capital letter or lowercase letter, but I think Windows is case sensitive. And so if you have a case name mismatch in one of your directories, that is the most common case of crashing without errors that I encounter. So if you recently moved some stuff around or renamed a directory, that may be the culprit. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know. And there's going to be no villager. Oh, there's a villager over there. Okay. Let's see. Look how cute he is. I like him. I think the villager looks nice. Linux doesn't care about case, but Mac and Linux and Mac OS do. Yeah, it's one of those things. I don't remember the exact issue, but yeah, Godot will try to load something that's a case sensitive path or something like that. Somebody should write a tool to discover those issues, because you can just read the scene file and you can compare it to your actual directory name. So cute, I don't want to fight him anymore. Yeah, what do you guys think? Does it look okay in game? It does look a little bit like, yeah, you get, you know, so up close and like zooming in and out, but then you go to the game and it's like, oh, yeah, it's much smaller than, you know, it's easier to pick out problems with the pixel art when you're looking at it very closely, but all that matters is that it's giving the proper impression, and I think it does give the impression of that being a villager, so... It's only a button click, so honestly just trying to get my man ChatGPT to analyze for me, not helping much though. Oh yeah, well, ChatGPT do be like that sometimes. All right. Update villager art. Cool, well that's gonna be it for the stream today. So yeah, lots of streaming today. I think I did 5.5 hours of streaming today. What am I doing? Oh, I was going to bring up, I'm starting to get very mentally exhausted. But before I close out the stream, I want to remind everyone that Gunforge, this is not Gunforge, son of a bee. This is the Create a Complete online co-op multiplayer course that I just recently developed or produced. I swear that the course is more coherent than I am right now. So definitely take a look at that course if you're interested in learning how to make online multiplayer games in Godot. Give the preview lessons a watch so you can see what the quality is like and if the teaching style is right for you. It's a great way to support me. It's a great way to learn as well. So let me know if you enjoy it, if you purchase it. Would appreciate that. And yeah, you're welcome, Schlurgy. Thank you all for joining. Yeah, I'm freaking blitzed, I guess. 3K students, yeah, almost. Thank you, Artem. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Take care, everybody. I'll see you back here tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. All right. Bye-bye.